touting HD. Fucking EA. This logo's not as bad as the one with like, it's like a page turn on the D. It's fucking ugly, dude. I hate that logo. Fat S. Bryan Singer presents Superman Zest, the video game. Damn, look how long his tights are, his trunks. (2006), holy shit. Superman returns prematurely. It's the Devil May Cry orb. What does that mean? Krypton was made out of red and blue rocks or some shit? Krypton. Damn, is that Cedric Diggory? Damn, they juiced him up.
My son, you do not remember me. I am your Kryptonian father, Jor-El. When you arrive on the planet Earth,
This looks worse than the GameCube one.
tremendous abilities. I will help you to learn to use your abilities.
Whose voice is that?
On Earth, you will have the ability to defy gravity.
Oh, that's cool how it translates it. Tap to launch. Power launch? Whoa. Power drop. Power bottom. Whoa. Hey, there's the Daily Planet. Oh shit. Alright, I wrote a few notes the other night about fucking Superman Returns, dude. So yeah, this movie sucked when it came out, and it still sucks. And it'll always suck, it'll never come around. This is not a Phantom Menace situation here. Yeah, dude, the return of Bryan Singer after I did those X-Men reviews. This was the movie he did instead of X-Men 3. Can you imagine, like, quitting the X-Men franchise to go do a Superman movie? Like, what the fuck? Maybe they promised him better better young lads. I wrote that. I felt bad for the kid that plays young Clark in the movie, because, like, you know Bryan Singer was all up on that shit. Oh, when I wrote when he's, like, trying to learn how to, like, fly in the barn and shit, the little kid.
Superman?
or the young version,
If you can hear me, we need
it like cuts to a digital double a lot. I mean, they use it throughout the whole movie, but as a kid, like the movement of it kind of reminded me of like Harry Potter CGI, like in the first two movies, like when he's like riding on the troll and shit. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, after the credits, like the classic looking credits. Yeah, I remember at the time it was kind of puzzling that he would like keep the continuity of Christopher Reeve, and like that's definitely to the movie's detriment because it's like also kind of boring, like a lot of the Christopher Reeve ones, like pretty much all of them. So like this movie I felt would have made more sense if it was like, you know, in 1991 or some shit. But yeah, it's boring as fuck. So yeah, and then after the credits, it shows fucking Kevin Spacey Lex. I mean, he wouldn't be so bad, but like he's just Kevin Spacey. There's no real like performance there. It's just him like chewing the scenery pretty much. The only scene I like of him, and also Parker Posey, who's fucking awful in the movie. I can't stand her. There's like a scene where like Lex like cuts her brakes to try and get Superman to like save her, and then she gets like a weird soft spot for Superman. But anyway, like she gets mad at Lex because he like cut her brakes for real. It's supposed to be like pretend. She's like doing like this fake crying and like tries to slap him and shit, and he fucking grabs her. The real Kevin Spacey came out. But also it comes out in another scene that I was talking about that I liked, where towards the end of the movie when they're on the little kryptonite island, like he's playing cards with like his henchmen or whatever, and Parker Posey asks him like, are billions of people really gonna die, Lex? And it's like a close-up of like him behind the cards, and you just kind of see his eyes. I think he just says like yes, and it's good because you can like he's really fucking crazy, so his eyes sell that scene. But yeah, so after the credits it shows Lex like apparently he was like fucking this old lady and she's like on her deathbed and he wants her to like sign the will over to him, and she's like, speaking of Harry Potter, was that McGonagall? She looked kind of like her. Fucking old hoe. She was like, Lex, you've given me pleasures I've never known before. So you deserve all this money over my family. I thought that was kind of funny. But it's kind of just weird, like, Lex is resorting to fucking old ladies for money. Like, this is not the character, But anyway, he, like, comes out and all the family's, like, mean mugging him, And Kevin Spacey's like, he takes his wig off and he gives it to the little girl and he's like, you can have this. The rest is mine. That was like one of his, best scenes, I guess. They front loaded it. But I guess the whole point was that he needs like her boat, her mega yacht, whatever the fuck it is, to like get to the Fortress of Solitude.
Coming in fast, Superman.
And then the first you see of Superman, he's like crashing from space, and his mom finds him, and it looked like he was kind of wearing like the black suit almost, because there's no like cape on it or anything. But yeah, it's just like shots of him chilling on the farm. Fucking slow ass movie, dude. It fucking grinds, man. But yeah, I like the scene where Lex goes into the Fortress of Solitude and he like uses the crystals and Marlon Brando pops out. That looked pretty cool. It's kind of like pretty much a similar scene in the new.
Time is of the essence, Superman.
It was an homage. A fromage. I wrote Maquette sucks. She's whack, dude. She's like old Aunt May. And yeah, it basically builds to like this airplane scene where he has to save Lois from this crashing plane. But like, Superman's so like deep powered in this because he's like struggling to like hold it back, and he grabs it by the wing and shit. Like, he could have done anything, like flown under it and like used his breath to like slow it down.
Good job, Superman.
And then grab it or whatever the
Skies are
fuck.
finally clear.
And then the whole time he's trying to save them, like everyone inside is like fucking getting CTE from like whiplash and shit. He's taking a sweet ass time saving him. And he only, it like falls in the middle of a stadium. And so he basically just saves it like right at the last second. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's fucking lame in this movie.
Thanks a million, Superman.
Yeah, I wrote the costume sucks because it's got like a different S, and it has like that, you know, that tire tread look that Snyder put over the whole damn suit, and also in like Amazing Spider-Man and shit. I'm glad the new Superman doesn't. It just has lines, you know, around the shoulders. It doesn't have the basketball texture or whatever. And I wrote it looks gay, of course. Like his fucking curl, dude. This shit's whack. I mean, I think I haven't seen the Kingdom Come episodes of Legend of Tomorrow. I think that's what it's on, with him as Kingdom Come Superman. But I mean, I did watch some of that show, and he plays the Atom on that show, and he's pretty good. And he's in Zack and Miri Make a Porno, which is funny. Babylon. Oh yeah, and Scott Pilgrim, of course. But yeah, he's a good actor, and like I see, like he sorta can kind of imitate Christopher Reeves Clark, but I mean, not really. He doesn't even do anything like kind of physical at all. And I don't know, he was kind of like too green, you know, for this part. And yeah, also like the script not being great, like either with dialogue or action, kind of doesn't help. And the action that is in the movie, it's all a fucking CGI double, so he doesn't really get any like cool close-ups of him doing anything, you know. There's a crazy lack of aura farming in this movie, mostly because you can't see it because the movie's fucking ugly, dude. It's like, I said this before, but like people say like Zack Snyder's movies were dark, but like you can like, all the color is like taken out of the fucking movie. It's just brown and dark. And he's like, and when he's in his suit, like it has like the color of like in Superman 3 when he turns bad, like it has that dark look to it, you know. He's got fucking maroon boots and shit. The movie's fucking awful looking.
I'm not playing your ridiculous games.
Oh yeah, and I wrote when Clark is in the Daily Planet, like they do this weird thing where they like enhance his eyes, his blue eyes, and it looks really creepy. And the dude that plays Jimmy Olsen, I think he's kind of like trying a little too hard to be like goofy or whatever. But I mean, he's been in some good movies. He was in Detroit Rock City. I like that one. But yeah, the Lois sucks and the Chief sucks. Like, it's totally I mean, is she worse than Margot Kidder? I don't know. She has like Kate Bosworth has no personality, so I don't know. I think she kind of is worse almost. I'm surprised to say that. And yeah, so it's been like 5 years, I guess, since Superman. I think, isn't this disregarding 3 and 4 actually? I think that's what it's supposed to be. So it's after Superman 2. And yeah, dude, in that time she like is fucking some other guy and had a kid already. And she's like trying to tell him, 5 years is a long time. Like, what the fuck, bitch? Yeah, and the boyfriend or the husband is James Marsden. I wrote James Marsden is Bryan Singer's go-to cuck actor because he did him dirty in X-Men also. So this one I think is even worse because he's like raising some other dude's kid, and like at the end of the movie, skipping all the way to the end, but like Superman comes and visits the kid and also Lois. And then when she comes out, like, she comes out to the front porch to, like, smoke a cigarette. And she's in her, like, nightgown and shit. So, like, and then Superman just waves goodbye to her. That's how the movie ends. He's like, I'll be around. And she's like, will I ever see you again? Or will I see you? Or whatever the fuck. But, like, obviously, like, she probably just has sex with dude, And then she's fucking out there with Clark and shit. Like, it's just really, like, awkward, that dynamic, And then right before that, I guess I might as well skip to it, but, like, after Superman gets fucked up at the end of the movie, and you think he's dead, he's in the hospital, and, Lois and Cyclops and the little kid are in a cab trying to go visit Superman in the hospital. And there's like a traffic jam or whatever the fuck. And he's all like, oh, go on ahead, go see him. And she fucking kisses him. And then also the little kid is like, well, I want to go with mommy. So they just leave him behind by himself. And then they go in to visit Clark. And she fucking kisses him in front of the kid, dude. Like, to him, that's supposed to be his dad, Cyclops. Like, he doesn't know Superman, but I guess they're trying to imply that, deep down he knows. it's the Kryptonian genes or whatever. That was just like really fucked up. And then yeah, one of the other like major fucking action set pieces is these dudes like do a bank robbery. And this one guy has this cool kind of like little like crane with a minigun attached to it, so he can sit on it, and he can like move around like over a building and shoot at cops and shit. And I don't know. I will say, I guess at the time this seemed kind of cool, where like these fucking security guards are like shooting at the dude and they miss him totally. They shoot him in the back. And he turns around and he's shooting the minigun at him, and the bullets like go out in slow motion.
I'm ending this war
And then
now.
Superman swoops in and takes the bullets. And then he goes up to the dude, and the guy like pulls a fucking pistol and like shoots him in the eyeball. And you see it like hit his eyeball and fall on the ground. And then like he just smiles at the guy, and then it cuts to the next scene. You don't even see him like punch him or anything. It's fucking stupid. And like the whole rooftop set looks like really cheap, dude. Yeah, Bryan Singer. He had a lot of help on the X-Men with the action scenes, Put it that way. At that point, I wrote that I looked at the runtime, and the movie's fucking 2.5 hours, dude. It's longer than the new one. And like most of it is just like boring ass slow shit where nothing happens. Oh, there's a scene in the Daily Planet where
Is that the
Lois
best you
and
can do?
Cyclops are like chilling at her desk,
That was just the beginning.
and James Marsden's like, "Hey, isn't Superman like, you know, 6'3" or 6'4", whatever the fuck, and like 200 something pounds?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, how tall is Clark?" And she's like, I think she says he's even taller, like 6'5" or some shit. And like the same weight, right? And they do the thing where like, you know, you don't think that it's him, right? And then they look at Clark and like, it's so lame, dude. He's just like looking at files and just trying to look stupid. I don't know. It's like, actually, it's really not a good Christopher Reeve impression at all. Like, I mean, he was so like physical as Clark, you know, and he just had a great way of like looking awkward, and they just completely like missed the mark, you know. And then yeah, there's a scene where Superman finally like talks to Lois. Oh, 'cause she wrote like some fucking angry article about him because he took off on her. And yeah, he like picks her up and flies her around. I guess technically it would look better than the scenes of them flying around in the old ones, except the movie's so dark and it's fucking ugly. So I don't think it's better at all. But I do like when they land together. You get some nice feet shots of Kate Bosworth. So at least we got that. Yeah, the movie's so long, dude. Lois sneaks in Lex's boat and shit. That's the scene, the meme scene of the movie where he's talking to her about some shit, doing a monologue, and he's like, "Wrong." It's like the main thing people remember from this movie. And the little kid hitting the guard with the piano, it's fucking stupid, dude. And then yeah, I forget. Oh, 'cause Lex like puts the crystals he stole from the Fortress of Solitude. He put it in the water to make his own island and shit. And I guess doing that like is making like Metropolis unstable. And he's gotta like, it's just like, you know, clips of him like saving people and shit. At one point, like, the glass from a building shatters, and he's like flying through the city, and he like uses the heat vision to like melt the glass before it like stabs people and shit, which is kind of cool, I guess. I wrote Brandon Routh's reactions, or like his face when he's like doing stuff, because like anytime he'll do something, they'll have like a close up of him like flying, like backstroking in the air or whatever the fuck. But like his reactions are like really robotic, and he doesn't like show a whole lot of emotion. And the main thing he does is like catch the globe off the Daily Planet. But then when he like lands with it, he just fucking like sets it on top of like somebody's car or their cab or whatever the fuck. Like, he could have sat it down anywhere. What the fuck did he do that for? And yeah, the whole thing of the movie, all Superman does is like lift progressively heavier shit. He lifts the Kryptonite Island. But yeah, when he gets there, Lex fucking shanks him with a piece of kryptonite. I remember at the time I wrote, Kevin Smith said it was like a sexual scene. Because he like twists it and he like breaks it off in him. That's what he said. I always thought that was funny. But yeah, he just beats the shit out of Superman. He doesn't say anything. He just gets his ass kicked. And then he falls off the off the island. Oh yeah, even before that, Superman had to save Lois and James Marsden and the kid because they were stuck on the boat when the island was like forming and shit, and so it like impaled the boat and they're like hanging in the middle of it, and it starts to like sink or whatever, and Superman has to like get underneath it and lift them up and shit. But anyway, they escape on a little plane, like Lois and them. But she like forces James Marsden to go back and save Superman, and she fucking even like goes down and dives for him, and lifts him up out the water. At first I was like, well, wouldn't like the man go down there and like jump in? But like I was thinking, no, like why the fuck would he want to do that? You know, I wouldn't do it either. But yeah, anyway, like somehow she gets Superman on their plane and shit, and they have like a awkward scene where like James Marsden's looking at them like having this like supposed to be like touching scene. And it looked funny because he's like Superman's like when he does his X-ray vision, he's like, you know, looking her up and down and shit, and like Marsden looks like offended almost. But yeah, it's kind of cheesy because he's like goodbye Lois, and then he flies up to the sun and like heals, and the music is like gets all like grandiose, but it's fucking lame, dude. The score sucks. And so basically he like tunnels under the earth, and it like it makes the Kryptonite island unstable. And then that's where the scene happens I was talking about, where Lex is playing cards and shit, and like, you know, it all starts shaking, so they have to like try and escape. And then fucking Parker Posey, like they have like more crystals because he was gonna like make more little islands, I guess. And then she drops it, and so like I guess it makes the island bigger. Like I couldn't really tell because it seems like if she dropped that many crystals, it would have like made it even bigger, you know what I mean? But I mean, anyway, so basically like Superman just comes up from beneath it and like starts to lift the island. And then like as he's like getting higher, the rocks kind of break off and you see like kryptonite, and it's like right in his face and shit. And like how can he deal with that? Cause like he just encountered like a little bit of kryptonite earlier and he like got fucked up. But yeah, somehow he's able to lift it up and he takes it into space and throws it, and it just lets it fly off. He should have just like flew it to the sun. Wouldn't have that like powered him up anyway, since he was closer. But I guess it was like, you know, too heavy or whatever the fuck, because then he like plummets back down, and then that's when he ends up in the hospital, and the lame ending happens. So yeah, Superman Returns, it's just really fucking boring. I remember when it was new, like I kind of tried to like it, you know. But yeah, it was not meant to be. It would have been more interesting, honestly, in retrospect, to see the McG movie. Because even though at the time I was like anti-McG, but what was it? Superman Fly? I know J.J. Abrams was gonna do one. But yeah, anything would have been better than that.
I will not be humiliated by the likes of you, Kal-El.
Give it up, Mongol.
Kryptonians are about to become truly extinct. You're not going to beat me this time, Superman.
Why waste my time, Mongol?
Go on, Superman. You know you want to.
This fight is over.
That was pretty cool. I like that white suit. So surprisingly, this game is way better than the movie.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Lex, it's cold here. What is this place?
Oh no,
It's Superman's fortress.
game ruined.
It's where he learned who he was and where he came from guidance.
Remember Kevin Spacey was in Call of Duty? That was like the last campaign I ever played of Call of Duty.
My son, you do not remember me. I am Jor-El, your father. Embedded in the crystals before you is the he thinks I'm a simple literature and scientific fact from the 28 known galaxies. There are questions to be asked.
Tell me everything, Father. Beneath the crystals.
During the 5
They
years
kinda
of
got
my
his
absence,
likeness, though.
Much has changed. My mother is selling the farm and leaving Smallville. There's nothing left for me there.
Oh yeah, I never
But
shut
even
off
if
the game.
Lois's article is right, and the world doesn't need Superman, at least there's still a place for Clark Kent at the Daily Planet.
Why do you look scared?
Seek out injustice and protect the innocent, last son of Krypton.
So far, the 3D ones are kind of similar. I think this one's better than it seems, like I said at the beginning. I said I got a costume, but it was the same costume. I wonder if you can get, like, more comic accurate outfits. Pretty detailed, dude. It's like Spider-Man. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Damn, faster than Spider-Man.
2 seconds ago, that robot thing was just a pile of scrap metal. What the heck's going on?
Whoa.
Metallo, stand down, now.
Metallo.
When I heard you were back in town, I got out here as soon as I could.
Damn.
Not feeling so well?
You're gonna turn into Zack Snyder. There's just people walking around on the street.
For you are far more durable than the world in which you now live.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, they have health bars? Whoa. Oh, civilians.
Did you think you could stop me so easily, Superman?
Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Oh shit.
Sorry.
Why is he shooting a huge blast like
We
that?
won. This fight ends now.
I mean, you're not too smart.
Let your anger get the better of you. Clever invention, but it's time to go back to the drawing board.
Come on, Superman. Is that the best you've got?
Your day has come, Metallo. Next up for you, Scrapper. You're making a big mistake, Metallo.
We'll find out who the real man is.
For evil minions, they don't put up much of a fight.
It's all over except the screaming.
You're gonna rust in prison when this is done, Metallo.
How you gonna send him to regular prison? Where's the last dude? What the Oh, he's the last one. Fucking land, dude.
No chance.
What? Oh, was that supposed to happen? 1,000 fist combo? That sounds cool. Like a Blur Land Strikes. What was it? That's not what it was. What the fuck? Why'd you grab that dude? You grab a chick? What is all this bullshit? And she blew up. Yeah, minus 100 to the city. Oh shit. Where's the ambulance?
Got you.
Planet Krypton? What the fuck is that? He got his own restaurant? Dude, fuck all that. Where's the ambulance? There's a cop. There's one. Dude, fucking stop. Oh, damn, you just drop him there? What? They took off without him, what the fuck? Okay. Whatever, not my problem anymore. What are you actually supposed to be doing? Just all this side bullshit? Where's the objective? Oh shit. Mary Jane Watson. Med Spa. 30% discount exclusive to Med Spa members. What is that shit? Like a happy ending Med Spa? Why doesn't he just shoot a regular little laser? Why is he shooting concussive blast? Whoa. What the fuck? There we go. Dude, fucking get on the ground. Damn. This game's crazy. jumble. How do I progress the story? What the fuck? Whoa. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hoover Dam. Skies of Metropolis. Oh shit. Yeah, that's crazy. You go to space? They didn't even do that in the movie. Like that Mach speed thing or whatever. They do it in Man of Steel. I totally forgot about Shaquille O'Neal Steel. I need to figure out how to watch that. Speed is everything. Cool. There's no use punching it. Just blast it. Damn, I melted that stoplight. It's causing so much destruction, dude. Property damage. It's a menace. Oh, whoa, that's cool. Wow, this game is pretty detailed. Oh shit. What is this about? Oh, fire. Quick work of the Blaze. John Blaze. Powered up freeze breath. What does that mean? It shoots further? Dark metal. Sounds cool. Whoa, statue. Needs a photo mode. What is that shit? It's easier just to melt them. Get out of the way, fool. How did I get hit by that? Dude, what is this? Where's the story? Fortress of Solitude. Costumes. Pod suit. Golden Age outfit. That's all there is. The pod suit. Oh, that's the one at the beginning. That looks like the black suit. Bonus theater. Tap X rapidly. Y. Tap X rapidly. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Just constantly save people all day? That shit would get boring. I'm not trying to save all these people, right? Oh, it points you.
Hello.
Look at that.
Your strength, young man.
Oh, I threw it at that guy.
Hold on.
The sense of speed is pretty good. Industrial. What the fuck?
My energy.
There's more of these guys? I'll try to do the combo, the 1,000 fists. Dude, aim at this one. He blew up right away. Fuck. Horrifying. It was a lot cooler than I thought it was. I just don't know how to, like, you have to do all this bullshit to progress the story. Like, what the fuck? It looks weird. Alright, nice.